National Football League. We got all kinds of stories breaking as we move into the second week of NFL training camps, and the preseason schedule starts this coming Thursday. Rams say they're not concerned. I think they're not telling us everything. They should be concerned. I'm concerned because they sent quarterback Matthew Stafford to see a spine specialist, Dr. Robert Watkins. He has not practiced, has now been ruled out for this entire second week. He's not going to play any preseason games. The fact that he has got problems with the back, either it's back stiffness, back pain, he's got it without having played a snap, has to be of concern to me. So he's not ready, and he's gone to see a spine specialist. Chargers situation. I don't like this story about Najee Harris. The fact that Jim Harbaugh dropped hints that Harris is not going to practice at all in preseason means there's probably more to this eye injury than just bruising. Maybe there's a fractured orbital bone when he got hit by this fireworks display. If you connect the dots, maybe that's why he can't be in a helmet, can't be on the field, can't be involved in any contact workouts. The Chargers just signed the left tackle, Rashawn Slater, to an all-time record 4-year contract extension, $114 million, $92 million of it guaranteed. Rashawn Slater is now locked in. He's not on the practice field yet because they got a minor injury issue, but he's not going to be a free agent. They got him signed. And this chase to see who's going to be the other wide receiver. Darius Davis caught 5 touchdown passes over the weekend in 11-on-11s and 7-on-7 practices. He, of course, is the mighty little guy, kick return guy. Right now, he's kind of pushed himself ahead of Quentin Johnston, who caught a bunch of passes and then started dropping balls again. So Darius Davis right now, along with the high draft pick, has done a pretty good job. That's the latest from the Chargers camp. This Raiders situation is really ugly. The decision to release Pro Bowl defensive tackle Christian Wilkins, the fact that they're saying breached his contract. He had a broken foot, a broken toe on a foot, had surgery. Therapy took a long time, did not get healthy. They recommended a second procedure. He blew it off. He said no. Then he stopped going to the rehab assignments, and they just flat out said, you violated the contract. They cut him loose. At stake is $35 million in guaranteed money that was the back end of the contract. It's going to go to grievance. If the Raiders lose this grievance, his cap figure is going to be $74 million. You can't live with a $74 million cap figure. I don't know how they're going to solve the situation, but they're saying he violated the contract by not having the recommended second surgery and then missing the rehab appointments with doctors. So it's a really ugly issue there. Not good in Chicago. Last year's number 1 draft pick was the quarterback,
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams going backwards. And Ben Johnson, the new coach who came from Detroit, says, I have to handle Caleb Williams like he's a total rookie. Chicago has asked Caleb Williams to start taking a preponderance of snaps under center. The whole mechanics of all that are really different. And to him, it's like a foreign language because he played his whole life at Oklahoma and at USC out of the shotgun. And he is really struggling. The fact that Ben Johnson called him, I got to treat him like a rookie. It's like he's got no experience at all under center. And he has been very, very erratic. Minnesota, they've talked an awful lot. They've committed everything to J.J. McCarthy. I've seen bad practices. I've never seen a quarterback throw 5 interceptions in one practice. That's what J.J. McCarthy did Saturday for the Minnesota Vikings. So work to be done there. Indianapolis, they won't say it, but everybody is saying it. Anthony Richardson's a bust. He's in his 3rd preseason camp. Now, granted, he's come off injuries and surgeries, but he's just so wildly erratic and so inaccurate in the pocket. I think Daniel Jones, the ex-Giant, is going to wind up being the starting quarterback. But the thing is, they give Anthony Richardson a 5-year contract, and that's big money if this guy turns out to be a bust. And Cleveland, what they don't need is another quarterback problem. What they do have is another quarterback problem. Kenny Pickett goes down with a hamstring injury. He's out. He's out of practice this week. They're not sure when he's coming back to practice. Joe Flacco, older than Methuselah. Here's the ball. You're the guy. Dylan Gabriel's taken a lot of snaps. Shadur Sanders has not taken a snap with the number 1 offense yet in camp. So news and notes around the National Football League. You're a Rams fan. You scared about this Matthew Stafford thing, seeing a spine specialist, and he's never been on the field?
It just strikes me that, Matthew Stafford seems like he should be really old.
Yeah.
Because wasn't he drafted like.
He's 37.
Yeah, I've been thinking he was drafted right around like 2009, 2010, something like that. So, yeah, that math sort of adds up. He's been in the league like 15 years.
He's a great player. He's taking a lot of hits, too.
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden, that back stiffness coming out of OTAs, and now he can't practice, and now they've ruled him out again, and now they sent him to Dr. Watkins, who is the numero uno guy as it relates to back and spines.
Yeah, well, once the back starts acting up, I mean, that's trouble.
I'll volunteer that.
Yeah.
I'll sign that memo.
Now the Chargers, Darius Davis, I know you're talking about a little guy and he punt returner. He was another TCU guy.
Yep.
Do you think he could be like a Tyreek Hill? Because Tyreek Hill is kind of a small kid too, small young man.
Tyreek Hill, though, is built like a fire hydrant. He's a tough guy. He can run all those routes and take the combat and the hits. I don't know Darius Davis could hold up. He's sprightly. Is that a term?
Oh, okay.
I mean, is he 5'8"? Is he 165, 170 at most? He's fearless, but I mean, you're going to run those routes as an inside slot guy, you're going to get hammered.
Yeah.
So
who was the Chargers like 20 years ago had a guy like that came from Kansas State. What was his name?
Andre Coleman.
Yeah, that was a
little guy. And he's a kick return guy and a slot guy.
Yeah. So, and anyways, going down the list here, a couple other comments on the Vikings. It's weird because I was seeing reports that the quarterback JJ McCarthy was actually like magic on the field. That was hitting these impossible passes, touchdowns, and now you're telling me the exact opposite.
Well, on one given Saturday, throw 5 picks. Your starting quarterback, 5 picks. Now, granted, Kevin O'Connell has still got another 4 weeks of training camp to resolve this, but man, that's a lot of interceptions in one practice.
Who else is up there to play quarterback?
No, it's him. They've committed the world to him.
Well, where did the guy Daniel Jones end up going?
He's in Indianapolis.
Okay.
He's going to be the starter because of AR-15 self-destructing.
Interesting.
Okay, that's all things NFL. You got an opinion? Fans Forum chat box is open. Looking for Rams fans. We got followers in Los Angeles and Orange County. You hitting the panic button here on this Matthew Stafford story? Feel free. Jump on board. We go from that